Hello, everyone. Welcome to the new year. Happy New Year to everyone. I hope we all enjoyed our holidays and we are back to begin our life journey. A lot of persons have been finding it so difficult in choosing a skill for themselves. Some persons have been asking in my DMs what kind of skill can they choose, how can they be successful at it, and all. Some persons are even confused on a particular skill to choose. So if you fall into this kind of category, you don't have a tech background and you're finding it difficult in choosing a skill, this very video is for you. I'm going to give you points or teach you how to choose a digital skill and succeed at it. The number one thing you need to do when choosing a skill is this: you need to first ask yourself, why do I need this skill? That is the number one question. That is the number one point. Why do you necessarily need this skill? There are so many people do a particular thing for different reasons. That's why you need to ask yourself, why do I need this skill? Or do you want to do because other people are doing? Do I need it to upscale my business? Do I need it to improve my brand? Do I need it to learn myself? You might have finished asking yourself the reason why you need the skill and you've answered the question yourself. It will now take us to the next point, which is researching about these skills. You need to research about these skills. There are so many digital skills. There are so many of it. So you really need to pick at least like 10 or 5 of it and research about these skills. The reason why you need to research about these skills is because their coursework, know what they entail, know their work background, the tools that are needed to learn this particular skill. You need to learn all this. You need to research. That's why you need to research about these skills to know what the tools that is needed in order to succeed at learning this skill. Know the background, know things about the skill, know their framework, their coursework. After you might have researched about this skill, it will now take us to the third point, which is matching the skills to your strengths and abilities. Let's be honest to ourselves. There is no one that came into this earth being a software developer, being a virtual assistant, being a fashion designer, name any skill or talent you can talk about. The only thing is that people know that they have eye for creativity and decided to explore it in order to achieve the very name that you're seeing today. So we all have our natural strength. God has given it to us. That you are not good with calculation does not mean you are not intelligent. No, not at all. We all have our natural strengths and abilities. So what you need to do is, that's why I said in number two, you really need to research about this skill to know what they entail, know their course frame, their coursework, know the tools that are needed in learning this very skill. Then after that, you now match them to your natural abilities and strengths. Imagine, for instance, you are not good with calculation. Then you now go and choose a skill that requires 80% calculation. You see that you definitely flop at that very skill. But when you are good with a particular, maybe you are good with calculation, and you now choose a skill that requires 80% calculation, it will be very, very easy for you. Imagine you are not good at writing and you go and choose a skill that requires 80% writing. You will definitely flop at it. You will never flow. Don't choose skill because other people are choosing. That's why I say you need to research about this skill to know their coursework, know at least 80% what is needed in order to learn or achieve success in that very skill. Then after you might have finished researching, you now match it to your natural strength and ability, what you know naturally. Because when you match a particular skill to your natural strength and ability, it will be very, very easy for you to work. It will be very, very easy for you to succeed in that very skill. Because learning the skill now, it will not look like you are pursuing your passion, your dream, your goal and all. But when you choose a skill because people are doing it and it does not match your strength and ability, my dear, it will be very, very difficult for you to even concentrate on that or even achieve anything from that very skill. You definitely stop on the long run. After matching these skills to your natural strength and ability. The next, it will now take us to the next point, which is the number 4 point.